How many of you can do this problem? How many of you can do that problem? Oh, good. I'm glad you all have your hand up. This problem is no different than this problem. They are the same. The reason that they're the same, we still do the problem the same. We still do it the same, even though there's a decimal there. The only thing different is, at the end of the problem, we bring that little dot straight down and put it right there. 6 minus 5 is 1. 5 minus 2 is 3. And we have that. If we did this problem, it's a 1. It's a 3 there. The only difference is we took this little dot right here, these two little dots, and we brought them straight down right there. That's it. That's the only thing. That's the only difference when we add and subtract decimals. Our rule number one, our uno number one rule is, a little Spanish for you today, is lining up the decimals. We've got to keep them lined up, okay? So, let me show you what we're doing. The other thing that I want to talk about, make sure that your answers make sense. Sometimes I've seen some of you guys give answers before, and I'm like, whoa, how do you even look at this and go, that could possibly even make sense? Okay, make sure your answers make sense. For example, we have the 2004 U.S. Gymnastics Championship. We got Carly Patterson, Courtney Kumpitz, or whatever her name is, tied for the all-around title. If you were asked to add all of these together, the 9.7, 9.7, 9.3, and 9.45, where do you think your answer what do you think it should be close to? I mean, based on rounding that, if we added all of those together, what should it be close to? It should be somewhere between 36 and 40, right? Because if you rounded all these to 9, you looked at them all as 9, you'd have 9 times 4, which is 36. Or if you made them all 10s, you'd have 40. So if we're told to add them all together, you go, oh, my answer should be somewhere between 36 and 40. If you get an answer that's like 73, you should know, oh, I did something wrong. Those are little tricks that you need to do, okay? Okay, so our first problem is going to say, what is our total score for the events other than the floor exercise? So you're going to be asked to add 3 problems, 9.7, 9.3, and 9.45. Just wait. We will do some together on the whiteboards, but let me just show you what we're going to do. 9.7 plus 9.3 plus 9.45. What did I do wrong, Jeremiah? I didn't line up the decimals, did I? I lined up this right side, but that's not right. Don't do that. Line up the decimals. The decimals are what's the most important. Okay? So we have 9.45. Then, what should we do? I would add zeros, and I think you guys should too. Add zeros here to the end. We can do that because we are already to the right of the decimal. We can add as many zeros as we want. But now, by adding zeros, this is essentially the problem like 970 plus 930 plus 945. And I know every one of you in this room can do that problem. Okay? So we'll add them together. 0 plus 5 is 5. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 4 is 14. Add a 0. 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 1 is 28. And all we need to do is take this little dot and put it right there, straight down. And our answer is 28.45, or 28 and 45 hundredths. All right? So on your whiteboards, I would like you guys to try this problem. It says, how many more points did Carly need on the vault to have a perfect score of 10? So you need to find the difference between 10 and 9.3. What does the word difference mean? Jonathan. Subtract. So you are going to be subtracting. Okay. I have this question for you. This number 10, where is the decimal in that number? I don't see a dot. Where is it? Lauren. It's behind the 0. It's right here. So when you are asked to line up the decimals in a subtraction problem and you have a whole number, meaning just 10 or 11 or 12 or 37, remember, the decimal is behind the last number in a whole number. So the decimal is right there, 9.3. Now, I'm going to add a 0. We're doing our subtraction. Essentially, this problem is 100 minus 93, and I know every one of you in this room can do that problem. This is 0, that's 10, but we'll cross that off, becomes a 9, that's a 10, that's a 7, that's a 0, and then we have our little dot that goes straight down. Simple. Next problem for your whiteboards. Total for the events other than the floor exercise. So we need 9.7, 9.7, and 9.45. You need to add all three of those together. (9.7) plus 9.7 plus 9.45. Add your zeros. 5, 8, 1, 28. Dot. Perfect. Somebody, well, on your whiteboards, find the difference between 10 and 9.45. Show me your work. You're going to have to show your work on your homework. I know. No. You added, Jonathan. Yes, yes, yes. You added and subtracted. Yes, 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 yes. Don't wreck my stuff. I'm getting hungry. It's the 4th hour is going to be bad. Because you're so used to eating during that time. Oh, man. You're good. I was recording my whole conversation about being hungry. Now I just recorded that. Awesome. So we have 10 minus 9.45. Remember, our decimal for the 10 is right here. Okay, add your zeros. This is a 0, this is going to be 9, this is a 9, that's a 10, there's a 5, there's a 5, 0, dot. Perfect. We don't have to do those. You don't worry, you'll get plenty of homework. Okay, now don't do anything on your whiteboards yet. I want you to look at this. We've done problems like this all year long. What do I have to do? Jeremiah. Okay, so I need to take this number and I got to plug it in for x. It says it's 6.73 minus x, and then it tells us that x is 3.8. So our problem is this, 6.73 minus 3.8. Notice I kept the decimals lined up. I add a 0 there, and then I do my subtraction. That's a 3, then this is going to have to become a 5. That's a 17, that's a 9, and this is a 2, and there's your dot. Okay? On your whiteboards, I want you guys to do this one. Your homework assignment is page 120 to 121, 12 to 44 even, and 49 to 55 all. No.